Statesman Journalism Teaching Studio at the University of Illinois campus. UI7 News, your U of I news source.
Hello and welcome. This is your UI7 update. I'm Bobbi McSwine. The term transgender could soon no longer be recognized by the federal government, and sex may be defined to just two genders, male and female, as the Trump administration is reportedly working on announcing rules to strictly define gender in America, giving rise to a march on the White House, and the hashtag won't be erased on social media. CNN's Andy Rose has the latest.
Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are human rights.
We will not be erased. That's the message protesters chanted as they marched outside the White House.
People are scared and they are angry.
Protections for people who identify as transgender put in place by the Obama administration may be rolled back by President Trump, according to a report by the New York Times.
They have a lot of different things happening with respect to transgender right now. You know that as well as I do, and we're looking at it very seriously.
The government is considering defining someone's sex as solely male or female, a biological and unchangeable condition determined by genitalia at birth, according to the Times. Any chance to change or dispute that would have to be clarified using genetic testing, regardless of how someone may choose to identify. An estimated 1.4 million people identify as transgender in America. President Trump says his administration is still looking at the way the government recognizes the gender of trans people.
I'm protecting everybody. You know what I'm doing? I'm protecting everybody. I want to protect our country.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
Justice!
But the people who say they are threatened by this don't believe that the White House has their best interests at heart.
We are here. We are part of America. We always have been, and we always will be.
I'm Andy Rose reporting.
In other political news, Election Day is quickly approaching. President Obama stresses the importance of this particular election during a speech in Las Vegas.
This November's elections are more important than any I can remember in my lifetime, and that includes when I was on the ballot. That's saying something. Politicians say every time, oh, this is the most important election. This one's really that important. The stakes are high. The consequences of anybody here not turning out and doing everything you can to get your friends, neighbors, family to turn out, the consequences of you staying home would be profoundly dangerous to this country, to our democracy.
This sense of urgency has even hit college campuses, including the U of I, with displays of a huge push to get students to vote. Moving on to weather, we are definitely seeing some fall-like temperatures. Tomorrow we have a high of 57 with partly cloudy skies and a low of 34. On Thursday, we'll see that sun hide behind a few more clouds, causing the temperature to slightly drop to 54 degrees. On Friday, the sun will disappear, leaving us with rain and cloudy skies with a high of 52. So all in all, the weather looks pretty normal for this time of year. You may not need winter coats just yet, but it's definitely sweater weather. Well, the weather is a clear sign that Halloween is right around the corner, which means it's time to get a little spooky. Some Champaign-Urbana residents are already in the spirits.
All right, here we go.
Furry friends were able to show off their style during the pet parade and costume contest hosted by the Champaign Library. Owners and their pets walked around the city block to show off their made-up attire. The categories were Best Literary Costume, Spookiest Costume, and Best Pet and Owner Costume Combo.
Our first prize goes to number 1, Ethan and Knox, for this amazing hot dog costume.
I love my doggy this much because this dog is 10.
Soon-to-be 11-year-old Knox and his proud owner, Ethan, went home happy after winning the food he loved, hot dogs. For more of our stories, follow us on Twitter, give us a thumbs up on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, you can send us weather videos to be featured in our newscast. Well, that's going to do it for this edition, so be sure to tune in at 3:30. For now, have a great day, Illini.